Over the weekend, I had the opportunity to go and accompany my second grader, who's 7, to our
Nice.
neighbor's house for a homework assignment. And the
Ooh,
homework
weekend
assignment
homework.
was for Women's History Month. And he was supposed to interview a woman about her life and her career for a presentation. And I
And he
was so
didn't choose
surprised.
you.
I gave him a hard time for not choosing me, but also inspired him to try to think about other people.
I love it.
And I wanted to share a little bit of what I learned because sometimes seeing something through the eyes of a kid can be a great unlock for the things that are all around us and the magic. So we went next door, and my neighbor, as a 15-year-old, decided she wanted to be an astronaut. And so, in order to be an astronaut, she realized that she needed to learn how to fly a plane. So
Mm,
she went and learned how to fly a plane as a 15-year-old and then set out on a mission to become an astronaut and found out along the way that she really wasn't very good at math. And not being good enough at math meant she couldn't be an astronaut, but she still wanted to fly. And so she joined the Air Force, ended up on a submarine, one of only 2 women out of 250 people that were living under the sea for 3 months, which is wild. And then after the Air Force became the first helicopter pilot in the Los Angeles Police Department, and then started a long career in law enforcement, flying planes, and ultimately came to the San Francisco Police Department, where she served for over 25 years, doing all kinds of incredible work, and retired about 6 years ago and became a therapist serving first responders and has been doing intervention work.
wow.
And she has just, throughout the course of her life, stuck to her passion and helped people. And the last question that the second grade teachers asked my second grader to ask as part of the interview is, what advice would you give a kid my age? And that's really what I'm telling this story to get to, is that this incredible woman who really is like a real life superhero, her advice was to figure out what makes you happy, what brings you joy, but most importantly, to practice that and become an expert in it. And that knowing what makes you happy isn't good enough. It's the discipline and the practice and being good at the things that make you happy that will take you far in life. And it was such an important lesson that I've been sitting on throughout the week, is this concept of discipline, practice, and expertise being the real superpower that can take it to the next level for us in our lives. So,
I love that. It's like she's the actual physical embodiment of one of my favorite quotes, which is shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars. And
oh, I love
it's
that too.
so
Yes,
good.
so
I love
good.
it.
So,
Man, I'm feeling all the feels this morning. This is so
I
good.
know. It's really good stuff.